Ranvi, what is this?
Another dispute, I'm afraid, with Holger stirring the pot once again. Will you sit in judgment?
Judgments are the burden of a Jarl. This is Sigurd's duty now.
He refuses to leave his quarters. Right now, you are the only noble fit for this.
I don't know. It is not my place.
Please. Only until Sigurd recovers his strength.
All right. Once more.
Okay. Dia lagi.
Gudrun, Holger, come forward. You will state your cases and I will hear you out and be as swift in my judgment as I am able. Gudrun, you may speak.
I have been robbed, Eivor. My property defaced. 3 days ago, I discovered some of my sailcloth missing. I scoured the settlement in search of it. Passing Holger's home, there I see it. Boldly displayed and worse, defaced, with scrawls and silly stories upon it.
Lies and slander!
Holger, quiet. You're well acquainted with the rules of this trial. Now, Gudrun, what did you do upon discovering your sailcloth?
I confronted him, demanding silver. For sil with Holger's inky scratching cannot be sold or bartered, can it? I ask only that I be paid for the property that was taken from me, yet he refuses.
So Holger took something that belonged to you and defaced it. Now you wish to be paid for the item. Do I understand?
That is right.
Holger, what say you in your defense?
Short days ago, I found a pile of mildew-stained detritus beneath the docks, and salvaged what I could. I wish to use it as a canvas, you see? As a conveyance for my latest works. The sailcloth was in such a state, and so obscured from view, I assumed it was refuse, abandoned goods.
I see.
My motives were honest, Eivor. Would a thief be so brazen as to display the fruits of his crime? Hardly. Yet here she claims I have robbed and defaced her property, when all I took was rubbish left by to rot.
Nonsense.
My only crime here is that I gave something ugly and decrepit a bold new life.
I see.
Yeah.
So you feel Gudrun disposed of something, and now unreasonably seeks its return.
Exactly, yes.
All right, I have heard enough.
I might have profited from that cloth. Holger has all but robbed me of a future boon.
It was garbage, yet now it's a part of something greater. If anything, I have increased its value. You ought to thank me.
Oh, I will thank you with the back of my...
Quiet. Let me speak.
Holger ya.
After careful thought, it is clear that...
What is this? What are you doing?
Holger and Gudrun are at odds. I hope to find a resolution.
That duty is mine alone, Eivor. You know this. Stand aside.
You were not
Masih
here,
marah nih.
brother. Nor did I wish to bother you.
A sallow excuse for such a bold defiance. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you finished singing, my dear Skald?
My Jarl, as I was saying,
Stop! Enough! I have heard more than enough to render my judgment. For as long as I've known you, Holger, you have spun words into lies. You weaken the minds of children and delude the minds of men. I've shown you too many years of tolerance. And rather than exist in grateful meekness as Holger the liar, you sink lower. You
Okay.
become Holger the thief, robbing a woman of her livelihood, all in the name of your stupid stories.
Sigurd, Jarl, no, that is not the...
This is the consequence of your actions. You will pay Gudrun the value of 30 sailcloths.
30 times? Surely you jest. That would ruin me, Sigurd.
Do I look like one to play pranks, Holger? Pay the fee, or be exiled.
Great, Jarl. If I may, I seek only compensation for a single sailcloth. The rest is...
30 times, in silver! That is my judgment.
Eivor, please. Does this not seem unfair?
Sigurd is our Jarl. His word is law, whether or not you agree.
You see?
Of course, my Jarl. As it must be. Forgive my defiance.
Thank you, Lord, for hearing us out.
See to it that judgment is carried out exactly as I have said. Should the need arise again, do not fail to rouse me.
Jadi perasaan bersalah nih. Jadi tadi nggak terlalu fokus pada ceritanya sih. Dia dugaan ya, dia menuduh si itu salah ya.
Good to see you, darling.
Dia masih berani ngomong di tempat umum.
Sigurd,
Leave me be.
if you wish it.
Makin buruk hubungan mereka ya.
I want to thank you for your judgment, Eivor. For stepping in when Sigurd would not, in spite of what happened.
Poor man. I've never known him to be so angry and reckless. Is that a side you have seen?
Rarely. There have been moments when he was distressed, worried, afraid. But nothing like this. Never, ever like this.
Let us do our best for him as we take care of our own. We're his best hope for healing.
If it is not too late. In the meantime, we press on.
The order in Winchester has been wiped out, but we are no longer welcome there. My contact was none other than King Alfred himself. The order wanted him dead, so he fought back.
Alfred. The line between friend and enemy is a porous one.
What transpires in Gloucestershire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared from his forge. He has traveled to Gloucestershire in search of a wife.
A
Okay.
wife?
He is in love.
When did this happen?
When doesn't this happen with our dear lovelorn blacksmith? But there is a bright side. He has asked you to join him.
Join his search for a wife?
And see that he does not make a fool of himself. I believe he thinks that your presence would bolster his image.
All right, I'll be Gunnar's keeper, if only to bring him back in one piece.
Very generous of you. Make for the town of Gloucester. You will find him there.
Here!
Banyak ikan bagus nih.
There you are, Gunnar. And with a smile I haven't seen in some time.
Eivor, thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you'd been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here, Bridget, my own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar.
Tinta, with my Zigrili.
Good to meet you as well. How did you find a woman in these backwoods?
She came through the settlement selling runes, outshone every stone in her satchel. She offered me a trade, a rune for a brooch I was making. I got a better deal, but she loves the ugly little thing.
Have you a family, Bridget?
Nath Mama Dad carried Evan Gillid and Anon. Couldn't help druise me.
Bridget Manpower, the last high priestess and elderman. They since passed on, but the current elderman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this elderman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim Jolch. You two bags of air sich o gwmpas gilydd.
Itu bahasa apa ya?
Gal clis llawn.
Right, no daylight to waste then, huh?
So the elderman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skull for years to come.
And the merchants here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger.
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let's bring a few back.
Oke. Dekat gini kok. Lari ada sampai. Dia lupa jalan atau apa Gunnar nih? Kok kerajaannya jelek banget ya? Lalu runtuhan.
There is the elder man. Gunnar!
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah. Then let's introduce you to Tevder. Hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be Elderman after Gunnar. Tevder, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick and the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
I'm here to hasten my friend's marriage and drink my weight in ale. If friendship comes afterwards, then all the better.
Oh,
And
begitu.
what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated god-right kings for puppet rulers?
Hmm?
So-called puppet kings keep your land safe and your bellies full. I ask no thanks, only hospitality.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevder? Cider?
Ah, you must be Eivor. Tevder, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevder, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry. So you've come to meet the family before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan, but your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, and he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves and fangs on the path, a fellow may fall in God's service.
Kunon, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tevder?
I see I am outmatched. Though a Dane joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Well, shall we then?
Oke. Pada aneh.
Samhain. Kunon humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when I am Elderman. Fires and magic, spirits in the air. Gloucestershire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. The festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around.
It lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
The profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the Reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great renewal?
They will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. not 4 sidles of wood and clay.
And yet, are we going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Kenelm your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Lo, in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, kingborn. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You're a kinder man than the mask you wear. You won't be rid of me. I'll keep my word to Gunnar for your safe return.
Dia menyembah apa sih? Christian tapi?
I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch or turn my back?
Oh Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I'll not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Teftir.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Teftir, get to safety. Find somewhere to hide.
Where did they come from?
Ini kuda, ih, saya nggak membunuh kamu kuda. Udah tau pedang saya tajam lagi. Terbakar sampai mati nih, babi panggang.
Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
It is good I was here to protect you. Maybe Gunnar has the eyes of prophecy.
Splued, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely the shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Gloucester, unless you like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Gunnar...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks.
Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
Dia berdoa kayak apa ya?
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Teftir to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our path was not peaceful. Accosted by a singular of boar.
Odd, but path na usually safe. To the Brevo.
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight, 2 of you as a pair.
I kept my word to Gunnar, and that spatchcock Teftir lives.
Restraint, Eivor? I was half expecting you to wallop the lad around the head and ass.
I've bridged hands with most of England, Gunnar. And I've held my temper around worse than Teftir. I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest.
Okay.
Skull.
Skull. So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Ni gwisgal an fel y sbrydjan and creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Gloucester gives their glut to otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given. I've only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
It's hardly a disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mary Louved. Now, let's hooden. Become the Mary Louved, the spirit who sings for cake and ale. And you cannot have your cloak back until we leave.
I'll keep this covering.
Ini kayak hari
Even a
Halloween
knife
gitu kan?
to my throat could not make... Gunnar, if no one else is dressed this way, I'll fill your shop with sheep.
That house for
Trick or treat.
What business have you? Oh, the Mary Louid. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Sour night and the moon is high. Mary Louid haunts my door.
Give me sweets and candy treats, the kind I most adore.
Here then, sweets for the Mary Louid. You've earned it.
Oke.
Are you playing the role of trickster spirit?
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask and some sweet cake to turn you into a gentle skull.
I am not going to sing, Gunnar.
Mana lagi? Susah banget dapat satu rumah nih.
Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our stores so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
Dapat keju aneh lagi nih. Kayak busuk itu.
Lads getting into their cups, scaring the wee ones.
Rumahnya juga unik ya. Kayak rumah kurcaci gitu ya.
Are you ready to rhyme with me?
Down the road from my abode, there is an open vale.
I've been here knocking and a-walking. Now give me cake and ale.
Brilliant, that is!
Oke.
Look at these cakes. Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar? My cakes. Show me.
Ini pakai tulang apa nih? Tulang kuda atau apa? Pesta ya?
Gunnar!
Take your
damn
boss and piss off back to your shit-smeared hovel.
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let him go. We can hood him more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ, him tall.
Let's take it.
Dua lawan satu curang lah.
We should be burning alive.
Are you sure you don't want to stay in Gloucester?
They know how to have fun.
Aja sama nggak tumpah-tumpah, berarti kuat banget dia bertarung nih.
My leg.
Gunnar!
Beautivalis Macallon.
Masih belum kalah, lama sekali.
Enough! Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face, Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg then.
It's nothing.
Careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Tin lukis. Modron's a gumpas to patch this land.
Dia mau apa sih?
Your aid is welcome.
Men drown themselves in ale on Samhain. But I fear for the fragile peace when Tevder becomes elderman.
With Dean and fall. Regardless of poisier poor.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Gloucestershire, but I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gwyneth, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salve.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab the worms just to be safe. Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before your return.
Give me strength.
My Modron is known I'm a humor toish Gudran.
I'm glad you all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make merry and try to loosen Tevder's shoulders.
Modron, you do not have to save his leg. I'll understand.
That limb will be fine, but no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.
With bitter ale and sweet friends, that is a fine way to end a day.
Eivor, there you are.
Tevder.
You're well met. Gwilym here has challenged my honor in a contest of drinks.
Aduh, ini saya menyerah nih.
The lad will be easy pickings.
Perhaps later, Tevder. I'll find you again and defend my honor in ale.
Ready for that drink, Eivor? But fair warning, my reputation will not suffer another blow.
Give me a cup.
Some ale, then.
One for me as well.
For a shaveling of the Christ Lord, you have a lot of scars, Gwilym.
Not every tonsured man is a wet-eared Abbey, babe. I came to God after I had scarred my soul with sin.
Okay.
To holy hearts and humid eyes. It is the best drunkenness returns a man to royal reason. Skull.
Yes, mencoba terus nih.
Staggering already.
Pertama sih gampang, gelas kedua, banyak banget.
Don't hurl into the barrel, okay?
Saya sudah mencoba berulang tapi tetap gagal ya.
You're sweating.
Gak ada gunanya mabuk kayak gini.
You're a bit green, friend.
Hampir berhasil. Bagus, saya menang.
Good effort, Tevder. This merriment feeds my soul. Here, another drink on me for allies new and old.
Of all the elder men I've met, you are the most unburdened. What is your secret?
None. It is well known. The burdens I carry will soon leave this world with me. So drink to my life and death.
Death?
I am to be sacrificed in the Wicker Man as king of the harvest. Like Elderman Simkin before me and all before him.
Horrible barbaric practice. A burnt offering after poor crops. They hope well-fed gods will smile upon them.
Oh, saya mengerti ya. Saya mengerti nih keadaan tempatnya ini.
A toast then, to Ealdorman Coonan, joyous and generous. Let each man show him loyalty until he suffers death.
My friends, you are kind to me. I'd like to toast my successor, Tevder. May he wear the horns head high.
Satu itu ya, Kristen, satu itu enggak ya, bukan Kristen ya. Tapi satunya baik, Kristen ini yang keras nih.
Weak. What is this? Water. I feel like Thor chugging oceans, no effect to my head or step.
You heard the woman. Give her something stronger.
This'll work faster than any tonic.
Good. Give me visions of all creatures that roam these hills, and the sore head tomorrow to pay for it.
Wow, that tastes awful. It feels good, though. Eivor, speak true. My feelings be damned. I have been an arse. Do not deny it. And I, for that, I am sorry.
A colossal horse is ours, yes.
Soft words from a heartless heathen.
Only fiercer than fire among ill friends. I can be very as nice as a spring gale.
And how nice is that?
Very, very nice.
I think I might like you even better when you're mean.
Tevder, with Gunnar and Bridget's marriage, our clans will unite. But we could join by oath as well.
Oh, yes. My first ally as Ealdorman. I accept. We shall make an oath. How do we start?
Yeah! The greatest oath and the greatest union! To the oath!
The treaty! The greatest!
Dia pergi dah.
People are sleeping. More ale to seal our friendship? This way. Look out for the black sow.
Sow, like pig.
Flaming pig. Chases you home at night. Silly words to scare silly children.
You see magic as the stuff of children's dreams.
Perhaps I judge too much. Proves I half believe. Foolishness sometimes takes my tongue. I have to piss.
A great blackness chases stars across the sky in great whirls of color and light. Whoosh.
Here we are. Right inside here. I feel warm. Do you feel warm?
Always warm here. It's a wonder you don't
Wait,
walk
terbakar.
around naked.
Yes. Well.
Enggak.
Tevder! 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 Where are you?
Hanya Eivor saja mabuk, yang lain nggak mabuk. Jadi aneh tingkah mereka ya.
Hell's breath. What happened last night?
Hah, dia dijebak dia.
The effects of that draft still cling.
Tevder, are you here?
Ini benar nih.
Mighty footprints. Someone was hiding back here.
Open this door! Come out there!
Aduh. Ini kelemahan nih.
Gwilym's pouch. I wonder if it still has his little something stronger. But why is it here? Better hold on to it.
Makin parah mabuknya. Pusingnya nih.
Blood. Could be Tefder's, if he was the heavy thing being dragged. This pot has been broken, and it's covered in blood. A weapon, maybe. Tefder's bodyguard, killed by knife. So, what does this lead to? The murderers hid here, lying in wait while we approached outside. They jumped from the shadows to kill the bodyguards and to disable Tefder. Then they dragged him away. That accounts for everything, except Gwilym's pouch of herbs. I'm still unbalanced by Gwilym's special something. Maybe Mother Mordred will know the contents.
Kenapa tangannya ada berdarah?
What is the meaning of this? Blood soaking our soil, and your weapon coated in the same.
Gunnar, please. More has happened here than you can see. Give me a right to parley my innocence.
I should have heeded Tevder's misgivings about heathen party guests, and now he has paid with his life. With Tevder gone, Gloucester will be without an elderman. Eye for an eye. Your Raven clan will lose their chieftain.
Get the murderer!
Better be hooded.
Langsung mati ya. Aduh, ini ada pernikahan si itu lagi, temannya lagi tuh. Gunnar itu lagi. Kok ada Hallo juga? Oh iya, mereka kan ada beda agama di sini.
Hands tacky with old blood from the new king. It would be best to lie low. There's more.
Hello again.
Mother, it's the friend of the mangled leg man.
Eivor, you remember?
Indeed. It's a surprise to see you. Is everything quite all right?
No, it's not. I awoke in Tefder's wrecked home. Blood, but no body. Kunan's men are after me for the lad's murder.
Uh-oh. Did you stab him? Mother, can I see?
Blood but no body? We must see what has happened to him.
Do you recognize the contents of this pouch?
A very unusual blend. There is a druid who uses this mix to aid sleep.
A monk called Gwilym poured some of it into my drink last night. The effects were intense.
Search the houses! Can't have gotten far!
They're coming for you. If they know I've aided you, it'll be my head next.
Can you?
I've seen nothing and no one.
Mother, if the stranger wants more of the herbs, they can talk to the druid Hallo.
Yes. Hallo's cabin is on a lake, near where the Cherwell and Great Ouse rivers meet. But he is a strange fish. Rarely does he speak to mortals, preferring the company of spirits. Now, I've business at Rollindrich. Find me there later.
What do you see? That must be the home of the druid.
Okay. Gede-gede kan ya?
Fellow's land is peopled by men of straw.
Kenapa topengnya dipakai terus?
Oh, Spirit, you have finally come. Days ago, a passing cloud foretold your arrival with droplets of sun-scented rain. But what form of being are you beneath this guise of horse and bone? From the realm of the Fae? I know you cannot say. I press no more. Whatever you be, now you are here, the ritual may begin. Oh, but the men of straw must announce you with sparks. Ignite the sky to begin anew, here at the death of the season. Until then, I await you,
Bakar
giving
mesinnya.
thanks in the glen. A Wickerman.
Halewin said that the Wickermen must announce me with fire. Perhaps I should set them ablaze.
Yes, another joins the throng. Another.
Mana lagi? Oke.
Let there be cacophony. One more. One more.
Mana?
This dagger is placed upside down. A hangman's noose, a knife, and the vile smells of poison. 3 ways to kill someone.
Oke, dia pelaku salah satu mungkin. Banyak hal mencurigakan sih.
Two ladles carved from a single branch. The grooves match.
Sini ada apa? Oh, ada lubang di sini.
This symbol is one I've seen, carved into shields and headstones. Their mouths are open, like they've been screaming secrets.
They roar! Do you hear them? A chorus of fire!
That should be the last one. Back to the druid.
Speak to me, O wind.
I have come to ask you a single question.
Something about your demeanor and your physical manifestation now gives me pause. Are you truly a spirit of light?
I'm a spirit as any other.
Then prove it. You must know the depths of the world's mysteries before I will help you. Tell me the proper use of charms.
Very well. Ask your riddles.
Which charm is it that gives speech to the dead?
The Skull's Soul's charm summons voices from Death's realm.
In such fashion I speak to druids long dead. But of course you, a spirit, would know that. Which charm summons aid for maidens?
Maidens in peril are protected by Sabrina of the Severn.
Sabrina the water nymph, yes.
Itu kan
Tell
kepercayaanmu.
me, O being of air and light, which is the charm you would use to leave the past behind?
The Adame dagger cuts our ties with the past.
The upturned blade. Things can be reversed. You know this charm. You are a spirit of light. Mabon be praised. Would you like some bread and cream?
No, just the answer to a question. This herb pouch made its way to Gloucester in the hands of a strange man. Do you know it?
Aye. A mix to help him sleep. I filled this very pouch. And over a dandelion wine, he spoke fondly of his home, Cuthladrin.
Cuthladrin. Very well. I thank you, Halliwyn. But this spirit has others to visit this harvest moon.
Go with the wind and leaves, good friend of the hills.
Mati dia.
How far has the search for me stretched?
Far enough to say it's best you stick to the countryside and wear that disguise. But Tefter's body has not been found as yet.
That night was full of drink and merriment. I do not remember much, but I had no quarrel with Tefter.
A sorry tale. Did you learn anything from Halliwyn?
He gave some herbs to a man from Cuthladrin. Name of Gwylim. He was drinking with Tefter and myself.
Cuthladrin is the Welsh name for the thieves' warren. It's atop a hill west of here. I can lead you.
I owe you a great deal for all your aid. You did not have to trust me.
Tefder's fate is to my interest as well. This is a troubling development that I hope to get to the bottom of.
Let us make haste then. I must find Gwylim and regain my honor.
Oke, naik bersama. Dia tiba-tiba jatuh.
This forest and all Gloucestershire feels untamed. I feel as if I've ridden my horse through a door to another world.
Aye, there is old magic here. Old magic that would be snuffed out by Tefder and his church.
Tefter did speak of reformation. Do you think that's why he was targeted?
There are many who would claw their way to the top. Tefder's disappearance could be the work of any.
But you are a witch, open to wisdom from the gods. Have you seen anything?
I see much smoke. Are there any rival Danes passing through who could have done it?
If it were rival Danes, we would have heard their horns by now. We are not a humble sword.
Blunt tongues and sharp axes.
What do you see,
Pasti di
Suna?
sini ya. Coba bandit nih. Ih, ada kelemahan game ini. Ini pas sampai jebakan dengan mata Odin itu bersamaan.
Learn this from one of the daughters of Nymu. They're blessed in holy healing. Should help with pain. Thank you, Farron. You've been a great comfort.
That's Tefter's voice, so he lives.
Terus bunuh gedenya itu ya. Habis ya.
That must be where Gwilym is hiding.
Terluka dia.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit is right.
Eivor, you're alive.
Have mercy. We're under orders. Alderman Coonan, he gave us coin to dispose of Tefter.
Then he should demand it back. Shit sells swords you are. Cannot kill a single man. You made a poor choice in scapegoat, Gwilym.
And we thought that if we kept the lad alive, we could squeeze Coonan for more coin to keep it secret.
Coonan is meeting his end in the Wickerman at the end of the Samhain celebrations.
Look, we wasn't gonna kill the lad. We've come to like having him around. Tell her we've taken care of you.
Coonan did this? Why? I've done nothing.
Oh, gods, is he dead? Wake up, wake up. Tell the Dane I've hand-fed you like a baby sparrow.
Move, fool.
Look, Eivor, we're mates, right? Had drinks together. Remember the chickens?
Speak again and I'll take your tongue.
Tafter will need to see a healer. This lord have been smearing dung on his face. But I've been held for ransom by worse men.
Thank you for your aid then. And try not to get held for ransom a third time after you flee.
Thank you, stranger.
Thank you. It is much appreciated.
Berarti rajanya pelakunya gitu
When
maksudnya.
I awoke in this demon lair, I feared the worst.
Save your strength, Tefter. It's a long ride.
Coonan, he ordered my death. I don't understand. He's been like a father to me.
I will ask him myself.
I was mulish when he spoke of the pagans being just as we. Living in kindness, under the laws of many gods. One face, many faces. It matters not. We are all blessed to be alive in his glory.
This scrape has changed you, Tefter.
Changed me. Changed the dressings.
Tapi dia nggak bunuh dia loh ya. Dia hanya jauhkan dia dari gitu loh.
He's hot to the touch, and his mind fades in and out, but he lives.
Perhaps a sickness of the blood. Shame, shame. He was captured by the men there?
They claim to have been hired by Coonan.
Coonan did this?
I know not why, only that he gave them coin to dispose of Tefter. You can see how well they saw to that.
They were alike once, the boy and Coonan. God-fearing Christians arguing the nature of life with me. But he softened. Men do great evil to cling on to power and save their skin. Perhaps he means to put Tefter to flame in his place.
Does not the right demand the leader?
If he made the lad's body Elderman, then it would still be right to sacrifice.
Then he's not safe until I've dealt with Coonan. Can you tend to his wounds?
I'm a very good healer. But if the gods want him to join them, I cannot stop their will. Eivor, what will you do with Coonan?
I will reveal his sins. Let his people decide if he deserves an honorable death.
The man tarnished your name and you would let him live?
Shame for shame. Not even his guard will welcome him when I'm done.
You are resolute then. Then may you ride as Rhiannon.
Thank you, Modron. And please, take care of Tefter. I must get to Coonan before the festival's end.
Ini buronan kan? Iya buronan.
I must find Coonan before I'm spotted. The Longhouse is a good place to start. festivities haven't started yet. There is still time to search for Gunnar.
Orang mabuk. Kenapa ya? Padahal dia baik loh.
Where are you, Gunnar? He isn't here, but someone else may have seen him. Bridget is here.
Ini mana bisa dimengerti bahasanya nih?
Finally, tiri de chwaled.
Bridget, it is good to see you.
Eivor, what has become of Tevder? Did you faint your scarf?
Thank you. I have found Tevdir alive and safe. I need to speak to Gunnar.
Bridget! I found an abandoned bird nest in the rafters. I'm going to take it home to Mother.
If you cattle it, then the babans will do no a lay got.
It's you again. The Sowen Butcher.
The Sowen Butcher. Never mind. Gwyneth, I'm looking for Gunnar. Have you seen him?
He's busy with the festival and shooed me away to Bridget. Would you like to see some magic I've been practicing?
Can you show me to Gunnar if I say yes?
Just one trick, and then I can show you around. Okay. So reach into this pouch. And the number of stones you're holding is 3.
Wonderful magic, Gwen. But now I really need to find Gunnar.
Tiba-tiba teriak untuk apa?
There are the church ladies. They don't like the festival, but Mama says they come anyway to cluck like hens. Do you want to see another trick? I can pull an acorn from your ear.
I need to find Gunnar. It is important.
You're lost, Butcher.
It's Eivor. Why is that woman wearing a striped mask?
That's a badger. All the festival ladies in charge wear one.
I'm looking for Gloucester's Elderman.
Well, the one who still draws breath is in the church.
How do I get in?
You're not supposed to get in. No reason to enter that dump anyway. Fuck, you'd have to get me very drunk to show you inside.
Sounds like some ale will loosen his tongue. You harbor a personal grudge against the church.
I hate this town more than I hate the building, or, Lord forbid, God himself. Damn kids here keep ruining my offerings in his glory.
Offerings?
Windows! Do you know the work, the artistry that goes into making a sheet of glass into a martyr?
The pretty glass pictures? They do break easily.
Yes, they do. Moons of painstaking work, shattered by one foul stone sent by pagan ruffians.
I'm very sorry for the loss of your work.
Aduh.
If I break the glass window, I can get into the church.
Di mana gerejanya? Di mana gerejanya?
Cast about this land, my friend. Have you seen Gunnar?
He's gonna be in the Wicker Man.
Where's Gunnar?
Mary Lubed! Come dance with me!
Katanya gereja ya. Ini dia gerejanya.
see you, old friend.
Ya, benar.
There you are, snake tongue.
Eivor! Have you been enjoying the festivities?
We are done with this shadow play. Teftir is safe, and I know of your plan to sacrifice him in your stead.
Oh.
You think I mean to escape the flames? I go to the Wicker Man gladly, but I will not leave Gloucester in the hands of the Christian zealot.
Then what? Leave your people without a leader, and an angry church ready with holy fire.
They won't be without a leader. Modron will sit upon the Horn's throne.
Are you telling me that Modron lied?
Ha! We've turned you in circles like a dog, haven't we? Modron was the architect of Tevder's murder, Eivor.
All to take control of Gloucestershire for herself. It would be a hard grasp to hold, surrounded by Christians on all sides.
There was no other way. She had a vision. Tevder framed by flames and burning. Everything we created together.
Everything? You and Modron. Then Gwynedd.
A man must get his house in order before his death. Feather his nest for his children.
Your grand scheme has collapsed into sand at every step, Gunnar.
I know. I never should have trusted Gwilliam and his merry band of fuckwits to kill one man.
You and the witch. This was your plan. To make me dance your merry tune. So you could build a legacy for your daughter.
I always desired Modron. So when she asked me to take the part in a fertility ritual, of course I agreed. Our union conceived not only Gweneve, but a united Gloucestershire. One that Tevder would stamp out.
This is where you failed, Gunnar. Teftir is a changed man. He straddles the same line as you.
Tevder? The boy has the head of a mule. You taught him reason?
Not just I. The kindness of bandits and strange Britons. He embraces Christ and Chernonos alike.
Shit. Prophecy is a strange web, is it not? Tevder's reformation just needed a kidnapping and a dedicated Dane. Eivor, Modron will have taken Tevder to her forest temple. If you make haste, you might be able to stay her blade. I have much to attend to here, otherwise I'd lead you myself. Go now. Unless you plan on killing me first.
You are already a dead man. I will not make your people suffer for your actions.
Thank you, Eivor. Your mercy will be rewarded, I'm sure.
Harus tahu posisinya dulu di mana nih, baru bisa serang.
Sunan, guide me.
Tahuan kah? Enggak. Ini bawah sini. Di mana?
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
Saya udah berapi juga nih.
The chanting. It's faint, but I recognize Mordrin's voice.
Bagus.
Most holiest of times, and we're stuck guarding the door.
I'd rather be out here, in case the ritual goes sour and we end up as a meal for the gods.
Ih, sayang banget. Nggak bisa diasasin lagi. Kenapa nggak bisa ya? Masa loncat selebar itu ya nggak bisa gitu loh. Gua buka topengnya gitu. Mana dia? Semoga benar di sini. Banyak jebakan.
Smells like a trap.
Ada gas alam di sini ya.
Easy now. Something's not right.
Dalam juga ya. Ini semoga benar di sini ya. Ini semua kemana sih? Cari ritualnya kok dalam banget sih? Dalam banget nih.
And blood, death and birth. Turn this man from beast to earth.
Modron, stay your blade or die at my hand.
I should have known Gunnar wouldn't have it in him to quarter you for the dogs.
It's a cold bitch who throws her lover to the wolves for her own crimes.
You understand so little. No matter. Let me enlighten you with the fury of the gods.
Bertarung gitu. Wow.
Take this.
Darahnya lumayan banyak. Saya baru perhatikan. Ini kerja mengejar cepat, larinya cepat juga.
Die, Modron.
Nggak berhasil lagi. Kena kau satu kali. Berputar-putar dia. Selamat tinggal.
Do it then. Leave Gloucestershire in the hands of that Christian, and for what? Your name and some trade routes?
Do you doubt the power of your gods to sway the mind of a man? Tefter is no longer the zealot you believe him to be.
A man will lie to save his skin. When you are gone, he'll gut me and burn my people. The gods showed me this.
Gunnar spoke of your vision. The Nornir spin their fatal threats. But without your plan, his heart would remain unchanged.
Then I have no regrets. But I had a vision of you as well. One of a path that twists like the river Ouse.
The seer's spinnings twist limb and word alike. Prophecy is a river, and we are powerless to fight its clutches.
She was fighting to protect her people.
But she ground your name to dust, sullied the honor of herself and her people.
Pasti ada pilihan nih.
I cut my own path.
Saya lupa ada anaknya.
Lord in his mercy. What sorcery happened here?
The High Priestess Modron tried to kill you.
Why? In God's name, I've done nothing to her.
She feared the Church would use you as God's hammer, so she convinced Gunnar to have you killed. I killed Modron, but Gunnar lives to burn in the Wicker Man.
Such a waste of life. The devil whispers into the ear of man, but we must ignore his voice.
Modron had a vision of you wiping out the pagans, and Gwynedd is Gunnar's bastard, so he simply did it to protect his kin.
Love for one's child is a virtue, but wrath is a sin. How can one entangle with the other?
We all lose our heads when our legacy is threatened, be that name, kingdom, or child. Now, what of the witchling?
I'll see that she's cared for. She has no guilt in this.
I will not join your Church of Christ.
You won't have to.
Gunnar, it's good to see a face I trust. Even your frightful muck. I thought this could be our shared saga, but it's time to leave. We have spent naught but a drink together.
Worry not, Eivor. You and I have many tales to tell yet. And our names ring out clear and with honor.
Yeah, a tale. A tale of Gloucester. Beautiful land. Full of damned fools.
Ha! I will drink to that. You have my thanks.
Anything for you, old friend.
Then let us say our farewells to this wicker king. And then be on our way home.
Sampai udah kawin gitu.
Yes, Ranvi will be eager to meet Bridget. Bridget and Gunnar have already gone ahead. I should join them.
Ngomong dengan itu ya. Kinon dulu. Rajanya ya. Mereka kan awal kan harus dipersembahin kan? Kayaknya sih nggak jadi kayaknya.
What of Modron?
Dead and burned on a pyre, much like this one.
I didn't think. I hoped you would spare her at least. Gwen.
Please don't do it! We can burn something else! Someone else!
Peace, dear heart. I will join the dirt that grows the trees and the barley, my body feeding the gods, worms, and even you. So I will be here. And a long, long time from now, when you're old and wrinkled like an apple, you will see me again.
Tetap dipersembahin ya.
I thought I could be ready.
Jadi anak yatim piatu sekarang dia.
It is time.
Then this is yours.
This is your path, Tifter. No thorns and briars could keep you from it.
And you, Eivor, friend of Gloucestershire, you have lived up to your reputation.
I know you owe me less than nothing, but please, take care of them.
I take no pleasure in the suffering of others. You would know this if you had given me a chance.
20 years I have been your elderman. Now these old bones are ready for my last duty. I have worked alongside you, clearing fields, brewing drink, births and deaths. All growing and learning.
The Wicker Man is ready, O King. Your altar awaits.
I am honored to be your harvest king. With this flame set, may our crops be plentiful and our winters brief.
Despite it all, he has the ending he prayed for.
Straight to the mouths of hungry gods.
Benar-benar dibakar ya.
Eivor, the honor is yours.
Apa harus dibakar gitu? Kalau saya pergi begitu saja gimana? Aduh, saya membunuh nih. Ini sih disiksa pelan-pelan nih.
Our Father, who art in heaven, our Mother, who art in earth, please, please accept this offering. Take of me my flesh and bone and flesh.
Percayaanmu sendiri ya. Oke, selesai.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news.
Oke kan, kita sampai di subtingan. Semoga video bermanfaat ini suatu kalian sekalian. Terima kasih sudah nonton video saya. Dan kita lanjut di video berikutnya. Dan jangan lupa support channel saya dengan like dan subscribe jika kalian menonton by Facebook atau follow. Terima kasih pada kalian sudah mensupport. Tanpa bantuan kalian channel ini buka apa-apa. Dan saya ucapkan sampai jumpa.